But, hello, here with Paige, Space Buzz Paige, and she's going to be asking me a few questions about hair and about life, maybe.
Cool. I guess we'll just kind of we'll start easy.
We'll start easy, all right.
Ease into it.
All right.
So, why did you shave your head, and when?
Why and when I shaved my head. I shaved my head I did my first undercut in 2020, and then I was completely bald in 2021. The 2020 inspiration, I think, had a little bit to do with COVID and me sitting around all day and having time to think, and I was like, wonder what it would be like to shave my head.
Yeah.
You know? And that was a pretty impulsive decision. So a few days after I had that thought and started looking at undercuts, I went and did it.
Nice.
Yeah. And my mom was like, you know, every time you cut your hair short, you've cried, right? And it's like, yeah, but I've never tried short, so I'm gonna give it a go. And then that was when I started having people reach out to me on Instagram. I had a larger page reach out and ask me to, they rent out a space in ASU, a salon.
Cool.
And they asked me to come there to shave my head, and I was like, all right. That was a day of that I made the decision then too, of course.
Was this after you did the undercut?
Yes.
Okay.
This was in 2021, so about 6 months-ish later that I did the full shave. So ended up going there that day, and I didn't know anything about hair. I didn't know what a 0, a 1, 2, or any of that was.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the chair. They did a couple of short looks before they shaved it all the way off.
Cool.
And as she started to, we got to the last short look, and I told her, I want just like a little bit of hair left. So I basically wanted like a 1 or a 2. And she said, oh no, sweetie, we're going all the way. And
Like bald?
Bald.
Like skin?
Skin bald.
Oh my gosh, why did she say that?
Because I was getting paid to do it.
Oh, okay.
It was a big YouTube channel that was filming it. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's why I did it the first time. Dang. And then the second time around was a lot less terrifying and way easier. And yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Good times.
So the first time you shaved your head was like for a YouTube channel, like fully?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was for me, but for a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It was like, I want to go do this.
Dang.
I actually had a verbal agreement with an agency who I spoke to on the phone, and they were going to pay me $1,200 to shave my eyebrows and my head. And at the time, I was like, wow, I could really use that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did not go through with them, because I found out that some of those agencies and those people are a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
And there was no date set. I didn't know when I was going to go do it. Nothing signed.
Yeah.
And when I went and did it with this other YouTube channel, the guy got really upset. He became an online client of mine, and he canceled that too. Awkward.
Petty.
Yeah, he was overly upset. So I was like, oh, well, I'm glad I didn't go with you anyway, because you're kind of, you're a little weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, I forgot my question. That's okay.
In one, out the other.
That's okay. Wait, so was that the time you shaved your eyebrows, or this sounds like that
later.
was separate?
Yeah,
okay.
that was a separate one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first shed shave. First head shave was just the head shave.
Cool.
Just bald.
Yeah.
Laughed my ass off when I looked in the mirror. I was like, what did I just do? Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so funny.
At me or something.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
That's like high demand.
Yeah.
You're a hot commodity. Shoot. Okay. All right. Okay. So what's your favorite haircut so far?
Favorite haircut so far? I really liked the long bob with the undercut.
That looked good.
And
I stalked your page.
and I love a fade.
Yeah.
Like similar to what you have. I love a good skin fade.
Yeah.
But hard to choose. I would say those are my top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Would you ever start OF?
If I did start OnlyFans, it would be for the content that I currently offer, which is hair and armpits. I added the armpits here.
Yeah.
I would never do your typical OnlyFans with the nudity, porn work, because it's just something I asked myself a long time ago, and that's my boundary on things. So
cool.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yes, but nah.
Yeah. I think people also like respect that you have a boundary, you know? Because I feel like as a creator, like, you know, OF aside, like you need to be okay with what you're going to create and what you don't want to. You know?
Right, for sure.
Cool.
Question.
I forgot some of these questions. Do you have a hair fetish? Yeah, and there's part 2 to this question.
Do I have a hair fetish? No. I have really learned to like my hair like this, and I do like to like touch my buzz and things, but no, it's not what gets me going. Yeah.
How does it feel in the barber's chair? I forgot I asked this.
It feels like I'm sitting in the chair getting a haircut. I mean, now it's a whole event though. So, you know,
for sure. It's a production.
Yeah, I get dressed up. I have someone there to film. I always let the people know, the barber and the shop know that I'm going to be there filming. So it's a whole thing, which is fun.
Yeah.
One of the barbershops, they treat me kind of like a celebrity there, and they give me free haircuts, and it's absolutely, it's so much fun. They get really into it.
Yeah.
That is where I went this last time, actually. So
cool.
Yeah. So I love it. I love the barber's chair now.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's your wildest request? Actually, I just thought of another question going off this one, so I'm gonna ask that after. But what's your wildest request you've received?
I gotta go with the pony. Just a pony here and everything else bald.
That is pretty wild.
That's a wild one. And just thinking about what it would take to get there, I would have to grow my hair out even longer.
Yeah.
And then just keep the pony, which
that's commitment.
That's commitment. And I've been asked by more than one person.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll ever do that one. Male pattern baldness was very strange to me at first, but that one is a lot less of a commitment. You know, you just need a little bit on the sides, shave the top, and then you can shave it all off after, because I'm sorry, I can't rock that for more than like a day.
It's kind of a vibe though.
Yeah, you know, you say, like, kind of a vibe. I had one person suggest I do it as a Halloween costume sometime, and like obviously not right now. I got too much commitment in the growth on the top, but maybe 1 year for Halloween I'll get going with that.
Cool.
I was just sitting here, like, I have shorts under these, but I never sit quite like a lady, so I don't know what that looked like in the beginning, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, what's the wildest DM you've received? This is the part 2.
Wildest
we can
DM.
always circle back, because I know you probably get like lots of DMs.
Yeah.
On, I guess, like Instagram or TikTok.
TikTok I don't even really check. Like they just pile up there.
Yeah.
I mean, Instagram piles up too, but my goodness. I think the ones that are interesting are the asking to marry you ones, but not just once. Like, they keep going. So one guy, I mean, it's been months of him asking me to marry him in every DM and to be his life partner, and then, you know, he'll do anything for me, and I'm like, committed. 5 more years of that. If he's still there, I might give it thought, you know. Okay, what's the deal here? Do I get $1 million? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Just kidding. But, you know, stepping on people and being dominant, because people call me the muscle mommy and things because I got muscles.
Yeah.
So they think I am a dominant person.
Yeah.
And I would say those ones are a little strange too. But I don't know. The DMs, as I've gone through this, it's almost like you become immune to them and numb to them, and they're a lot less weird to me now than they used to be. So it's kind of just like, whoop, okay.
Do they ever slow down, or?
Not really. Yeah. Especially like as your followers continue to grow, like there's just new people that are not committing.
They're
contributing. Contributing to the DMs. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if you want some free entertainment, the comment sections are really fun too, especially the hate ones.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting when people take the time to send hate in a DM. Like, you know, I get a comment.
Oh, I don't think I've ever actually gotten that.
They'll come.
Yeah.
It's like,
you're the special kind of.
Like, you went out of your way to do that.
Yeah.
You know, a comment, you pop up in their algorithm, and then they got to put how they feel, which is whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get that either, because I don't go around doing that, but.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
it's one of those things on like Instagram. I think I said this to one of my friends the other day. Like, Instagram comments is the new Reddit.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotten to that level of like, I feel like before it used to be like pretty positive most of the time, unless it was specifically a controversial topic. But now it's like people sometimes go to like find the bad vibes.
I'm guilty of, I'll see a video and I'm like, kind of cringe.
For sure.
Go to the comments. And I know from an outside perspective, some of the videos I've made are cringe. So that's why I'm, you know, it helps though. It helps engagement. And it helps other people find me. So it's good.
Yeah. It's a win-win. Or it's a win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see yourself differently with short hair?
Not really. I would say it helped me grow, helped me gain confidence, and helped me find femininity. But I feel like the same person inside at the end of the day. So short hair, at this point, short hair, long hair, no hair, colored hair, any hair, it doesn't matter. I actually just had this conversation with my mom while she was out here because she's going white.
Cool.
And she's like, I kind of just want to let it go. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm like, if you let it go and you don't like it, you can just change it.
Yeah.
It's really no big deal. She's like, oh, I guess so. Like, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
So she's inspired, and she said over the next couple of years, she's going to let it go, and I'm really excited for her.
Love that for her. We love a confident queen.
Yes.
Okay. Would you ever sell your hair? Like, cut it off, give it to somebody. Not donate it. Like, sell it. Like, somebody wants to buy it from you specifically.
I can't do it. It's my DNA, and my biggest fear is that someone's going to take that and make a voodoo doll in their basement, and I don't know what they're going to do to me.
Or clone you.
Or cloning that's a concern. It is 2024.
Right. Anything's possible.
And then it's going to be this deformed, strange version of me.
Exactly. Yeah. No, all valid concerns. Absolutely.
And you know, I've heard like clones, you can like kind of communicate with your clone. I don't know if that's...
Oh my gosh, really?
I don't know. Wow. I mean, I don't know if you really can.
Not really. I mean, that could...
Yeah.
I almost believe it, you know?
So if I have a clone and they're doing, you know, I don't want to know what they're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely not. No.
No selling hair. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. How was your hair... What did I write? How has your hair chop affected your relationship?
Not really at all. I would say in a positive way because it helped me grow as a person, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
So if anything, you know, my husband prefers my long hair when it comes to aesthetics, but he also prefers the person that I am now over the person I was then.
Totally. Yeah. Did he like short or like long?
Long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Probably because it's a little nostalgic too. Like that's what my hair was when we met each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But he gets down with this.
Yeah. And men and nostalgia is just so funny.
I know, right?
Okay. When's your birthday?
January 12th, 1994. Coming up, I'm going to be 31. Buy me a present.
Are you a Capricorn?
I'm a Capricorn through and through.
Nice.
Like I have 7 placements in Capricorn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love that.
Full Cappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. Do you care what other people think with your chopped hair?
No.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Rewind. Did you care what other people thought when you chopped your hair? So like originally?
I'd say yes and no. I would be lying if I said a full no, I don't give a fuck. At this point, no, I don't care. But it's only natural, especially when I went bald. It was such a big change. I felt like I didn't look like myself, and I knew going to the gym to work and to train the next day, people were just going to be like, what did you yeah. And I had a few people thought I was going through your typical like breakdown, thought that I was, you know, broke up with my man, I'm going to move out of Arizona, all of these things, which don't put it past me, I'm quite impulsive. But that was not the reason I shaved my head. So, but it was just, that was part of what helped me become more confident, is knowing that people are going to notice and say something, and caring, but choosing to not care, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love how you worded that. Yeah. Cool.
Like, fuck you guys.
Yeah. Respectfully. What did your family think about you shaving your head?
They thought it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was, well, my dad thought it was weird.
Yeah.
but I think they all thought it was a little weird at first because I come from such a small, kind of closed-minded community. My family, my immediate family themselves are fairly open-minded, but it was just like, what is, kind of like people at the gym, what is she doing? Why did she do that? That's super weird. But at the end of the day, people think, for the most part, including my family, that it's cool to do something that most people don't normally do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. It's crazy to hear like how, because people have like, men and women have asked for like advice on wanting to shape their head, and it's crazy like the amount of I guess like stress or like anticipation it brings on because like of like things their family has said, and I'm just like, what? Like, it's just fair.
Yeah, like, why does it matter? If they're family and they truly love you, they have to love you no matter what, whether you have long, short, anything in between. I can kind of understand when it comes to religious and really cultural, like deep cultural roots, how your family might want to disown you for having a bald head as a woman. I can understand that consideration, but when it comes to most people in the Western world, like, I can't see why it would give you so much anxiety. And once you let go of that attachment, there's no anxiety around choosing a haircut. Like this one, I would never in a million years have a bowl cut.
It looks good though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
But looking at the photo, I'm like, hey, what's the worst? Like, it might look bad, but I've had weirder haircuts, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. And plus, like, can't you style it? Like,
I can do it differently.
So you have like some freedom there.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool. Well, I just thought of some fitness and lifting questions.
Okay.
You're a gym girly.
I'm a gym girly.
So how long have you been, because you Olympic weightlift?
Yes.
How long have you been like doing that or like trying to improve that skill?
I started weightlifting in the beginning of 2018.
Nice.
Yes, and I started with an online coach, and I was so far away from where I needed to be. So I just came off of having hip impingements and a bunch of health issues and had no stability in my body, had never really learned to use my body as one system. And instead of starting with the Olympic lifts themselves, I did more of like an athletic foundation program, I would say, and then brought in the Olympic lifts. And my coach was a CrossFit guy, not an Olympic weightlifting guy.
Yeah.
So I would say I did a CrossFit-esque with a weightlifting emphasis.
Nice.
So it was less gymnastics movements and more barbell time, but still CrossFit vibe.
Yeah.
And I switched over to full-time weightlifting in 2022 after I tried to quit.
F that.
Yes, I tried to quit, tried to get away from it. I was questioning, do I want to spend my whole life in a gym like this? I want to focus on business instead. There's just more things in life that I want to do. But it was turning 29 that was the moment of, oh shoot, I'm going to be 30 in a year. I only have so much time in my prime to like truly push my body to an extreme the way that I do.
Yeah.
So yes, you can get stronger anytime, you can improve yourself at any time, but doing 8 sessions in a week, training heavy in almost all of those sessions, a 40-year-old body isn't going to respond as well as a 30-year-old body. You just need more recovery time. So I chose to go all in, and I want to take it as far as I can.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So do you want to do, it sounds like you maybe thought of like competitions and stuff.
Yeah.
Olympic weightlifting specifically.
Yes. I've done 5 or 6 now. I think 5. And my next one is in 6 weeks. My initial goal for this one in 6 weeks was to win my first national medal. My year, like I had mentioned to you earlier, has been quite wild.
Yeah.
Not the best, made a few mistakes, and it's going to be harder for me to achieve that goal, but it's still on the menu, so we'll just kind of see where life takes us. But my first big goal will be to make an international team, so represent the US and get to compete internationally in the next couple of years.
So competing internationally, is that like on an Olympic, or Olympic level?
No, Olympics is its own separate entity, but you have to compete internationally to be able to go to the Olympics.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So to get international, you have to go to national meets, hit certain totals, and then you get invited to represent the US for specific meets
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any last questions. What's your favorite food?
Oh, pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of pizza?
Honestly, pizza to me is a pepperoni pizza.
Okay.
I can eat
Fair.
any pizza.
Yeah.
And I do. Pineapple on pizza is a yes for me.
Yeah.
But if I want a pizza, it's going to be pepperoni.
Yeah.
Just traditional. And I don't have it all the time just because protein.
Yeah.
It's low in protein. So when I do have it, I usually have meat first.
Yeah.
If I'm out at an actual pizza place, wings first.
There you go.
Get some fatty.
Yeah.
Protein in,
Yeah.
and then enjoy my carbs and fat and grease on the pizza.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think that's all my questions.
All the questions.
Yeah.
All right. That was good.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you for watching. And
Okay.
now we're going to reverse the roles, and I'm going to ask Paige questions.
Yay.
Woo! See you soon.